Welcome back to another video, guys, and in this video it's more of like a recap. It is like an update with how I'm doing, how I am physically, mentally, what's going on with myself, because I don't feel like I always sit down and talk to you guys about just what's going on. I kind of briefly talk to you a little bit at the end of like a vlog or something, but I think sometimes having a bit of a variety is good, because I know some of you guys come to my channel because you want to watch my vlogs and you like them, or you come because you like the educational stuff where I talk about like exercises and stuff and change it up. But what I want to talk about also is like where I want to take with my YouTube and the things that I want to do. Let's stand you up just a little bit more. There we go. And I've been taking these 2 weeks to really push my content to see when I'm put under pressure, the quality of my videos, the stuff that I put in there, and the feedback that I'm getting. Because I want to try a load of different things out and see what works. Because I don't want to just be that person that does everything that's trending, like the eating stuff, just to get the exposure, which I know to an extent maybe do that and then you can kind of get that exposure and do the things that you want to. But then I look at that and go, I'm getting the exposure and all the following, so doing those videos, that's what people are coming to my channel for. Then if I start doing all the educational stuff, which is what I want to do, then my following to views won't be very good, if that makes sense. Because I have loads of subscribers and stuff, but I'm not getting the views because they didn't subscribe for that reason, if that makes sense. So with my YouTube channel, what I want to do is I want to produce entertaining content through daily vlogs, and just not daily vlogs, sorry, I always say daily vlogs, I mean like vlogs of my day, what I get up to, and show you guys the progress that I'm making, because I like doing those. But at the same time, have videos where I'm talking about a topic, I'm doing workouts that I'm talking to you through, which I have done with others, with in-depth stuff, and making them better. Because I feel like with this challenge and this task of trying to do 7 this week, I want to see how I structure my days, because my organization isn't very good, okay? So that's why I forced myself to go, Scott, 7 videos a week, because I know what my priorities are in the sense of with my clients, my one-to-one, my online stuff, and doing my videos. So it holds me accountable to make sure everything is on point. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been quite overwhelmed and I've been quite stressed, and that's all down to myself. I have no problem with it. And you know, I have been very stressed the last couple of days, because it's like trying to come up with video ideas to make sure I don't have time to edit them. Then I make sure I'm speaking to my clients. I'm not neglecting them, because obviously they paid for a service, so I need to give them that. But I'm trying to make the videos high quality. And you know, I do work with Ben sometimes, but where his videography business is starting to pick up, he's been doing music videos, he's been doing a wedding today actually, and he's also still at college finishing that off, and he works in retail. You know, he's busy as well, so I'm trying to do a lot myself, which maybe I could delegate and pay people to then maybe like do some of my videos. But then again, that being a problem, I don't have a lot of money to do that, so I'm trying to do everything myself. And one thing I realized is, you know, you have to make do with the things that you have. So I've been talking about getting my new lens, which I was hoping to do because obviously I'd been paid. But I was thinking, right, is it a necessity right now? Because these videos are still coming out okay on my phone. And I'm struggling with money, and I'm not going to be afraid to say that, because I feel like a lot of people don't admit that. And I know a lot of you guys who are roughly my age, being 20, if not a little bit older or a little bit younger, who are struggling with money. And I want to be someone, again, that you guys look up to, that was in a position where he struggled with money and then started to create like a income, a business. And you know, that's going to take time, and I know that. I'm not expecting it to happen tomorrow, but I kind of want to show you guys my journey. And I'm not going to be getting the lens for a couple of months, I don't think, which is annoying, but at the end of the day, quality is coming out okay on here. The reason why I say it's annoying is because I liked having something separate, because I also answer all my client stuff on my phone's for my business, my personal stuff as well, plus trying to record and stuff. It can be a little bit too much sometimes. I liked having separate things, so I can have the camera, I can then use my phone. But again, you've got to make do with what you have. And yeah, with the lens, trying to get another one can be expensive, so I'm not going to do that just yet. But I'm putting myself under all this pressure because I know how I learn, and by putting myself under that pressure, I learn, and then I don't know why, somehow it then retains in my brain. So when I'm putting out these videos for you, I'm revising, I'm going over, I'm doing my research, I'm giving you the knowledge that I already know, but also trying to expand on it and give you more in depth, and I'm learning at the same time, and I love that. But I don't want to then feel like my videos are being rushed, which I hope that they aren't. I'm trying to make them to the best of like my ability that I can. I'm not going to sustain doing 7 videos a week, but these 2 weeks of proving to myself that, Scott, you can do more videos, okay? They don't have to be the long 10-minute videos like I thought they had to be, where they're all fancy edits and trying to get all these different angles and stuff like that, because I'm trying to replicate the people that I watch, and I want to be my own personal individual, and I know not all these educational videos are gonna get loads of views. I know a lot of people do on theirs because, you know, they are structured better than mine, and I need to take away how people are doing that and make my own better. Again, it's a learning curve, and yeah, it's been a difficult 2 weeks, but I've learned a lot about myself, and I'm a person that, I don't know if you guys ever had this or are going through it, but I knew I just knew fitness was my thing. You guys might have something else. I knew fitness was my thing, and I knew there was going to be a day where something just switched in my head and I was just going to be addicted. And I know people probably think you should be addicted anyway and just do it. My problem was, the reason why I wasn't, and I hadn't gone like into it like 100%, was because I was thinking of other people's opinions, right? And I wasn't doing what I wanted to do. And it was more of a confidence. Now I don't care about that. You guys know that. But it's more like a believing in myself that, you know what, Scott, you do know this stuff. The reason why you think that you don't is because you're letting that still play in your head. And I only have those thoughts because of people who tried to put them in my head. And now that's why I'm doing all this educational stuff, because I feel confident enough to now be able to talk about it. I still don't know it in depth, but what I do know, I can still help you guys out, and that's what I'm going to do. So with my YouTube, with my platform, I want to be able to educate, inspire, entertain you guys through a variety of different content. Yes, some will get more views than others, but the ones that don't get that many views are still impacting people. People are still taking it away from that. And back to when I said about the money situation, I'm in a position where I don't have a lot. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, because, you know, I feel like it will go a long way and you guys might be in a similar situation. So 2 years ago, I started driving, but stupidly, I didn't understand cars, and I have now put myself in a little bit of debt. I bought my car 9 months before I passed my test, and then, so I had to take out my insurance, and then obviously 3 months after I passed, I had to renew my insurance again. I didn't have any a year's no claims, sorry. So my insurance went up. So obviously still been paying for like 2 insurances, which my amazing mother had helped me with. So I'm still paying her back. And then annoyingly, because cars are like a ticking time bomb, I failed a head gasket test a couple of months ago, which meant that then obviously I took a loan out to get a new car, and you know, it set me back a little bit. But now I'm in a position where, because my organization skills aren't the best, it's putting it to the test, because now my priorities are, I need to get the money to pay my mum back. I need to get the money to pay off my debts, because I want to go and do these things. So I have the ambitions and the dreams that, you know, I want to save up the money, I want to go traveling, but I also want to get the work experience and get like a work visa and try and work in these well-known gyms and work with these big trainers to gain that experience and gain that knowledge and better myself. Can't do that until I pay off the debt. Stupidly, that's my fault. That's my problem, and I'm going to sort it out. because I don't want to just pay my mum back the money I owe her. I want to pay her back more and be able to help my mum and support my mum, because she's done that for me for so many years. And these are just things that have been going around my head, because I'm getting to a point, right, I'm 20 years old, I'm 21 and officially a proper adult in March. So I think that's like between 6 or 9 months, I'm not too sure. And I just don't want to keep having this debt over my head, okay? I've had it for a couple of years already because I wasn't taking it seriously. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. And now I just don't want to keep having that over my head. I know one day I'm gonna have a house and mortgage, blah, 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 but I'm still young and I don't even want to think about that yet. And I don't want to be tied down with something like that. But yeah, it's been really getting to me, because I'm like, I need to start making a bit more money. And I'm not money driven at all. You guys know that. I don't really care, but it's getting to a point where like I'm finding it hard to even get by, so to say. And I don't want that to sound bad at all, because there's so many people out there that are worse off, people that are homeless and stuff. So I am very grateful for what I have. I just mean when it comes to paying the bills, I'm finding that hard to still run a car and everything, which is what maybe like a lot of people watching this may be going through. And it is hard. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like I'm not naturally a business mindset type person that a lot of people are. I knew that I wanted to work by myself, because I wanted to work for myself, sorry. I'm great with working with people. I'm a personal trainer. I love being in a group environment. I've worked in retail and stuff, and I'm fine. I can work on my own with people, and it's great. And I think that's important to have. But I want to be my own boss. I want to work for myself. And what I'm going to have to learn over the next couple of years is, being smart with my money, getting better with that, and learning ways to make money better. And I just know by putting my priorities straight now is I need to gain a couple more clients. I need to make my services better in person and online. And I just want to have different streams of income, because I think that's important, because you shouldn't just rely on one just in case that kind of gets taken away from you. And I'm learning. And I'd filmed this video before at home, but I just felt like I was trying to get so much of what I was saying out, it didn't really make sense. That I think this does, and it's better than what it was. Some of you guys might like it when I sit down and talk like this, some of you might not, and I totally understand that, so you might have switched off. But for those of you that are still watching this, I do appreciate it, and I hope you can probably take something away from it, and that you're not the only ones going through this, because sometimes I feel like I am, but you know that you're not. And I want to be honest with you guys, because I'm in the same position as you. I say this in so many videos, right? Just because I put myself out there online doesn't mean I'm anyone special, doesn't mean shit, to be honest with you. I'm just doing it to help you guys and do it together, okay? That's literally the reason why, and I want to help you guys. I'm not money driven, I just want to be in a position where I am comfortable, which I think everyone wants to be in, right? I don't care about having a fancy car. I'm not really a car person. I don't really care about living in like a fancy house. Yes, one day it'd be nice to have like a nice house, but again, like I'm not focused. That's not what drives me. What drives me is bettering myself every single day, improve my knowledge, and making sure I'm giving a good service, and you guys are gaining knowledge and entertainment and smiling and being happy from my content. So those are a couple of things that have been on my mind recently. Is I've always found it hard to get balance with just life, because I feel like I have kind of like a addictive personality. So when I do something, I have to do that all the time. But then when I do that, I kind of feel like I neglect certain things, and I go through periods where I do something full on, and then like I know that I have to kind of cut back a little bit. And right now I'm in a position, right? So after the 12 weeks, which is the end of next week, I'm going to still do about 3 videos a week, but I need to put a lot of focus into my services, such as, like I said, one-to-one and online, because I need to start building a better business, learning more, and really taking the time to research and just improve on so many areas that I'm lacking in, collaborate with people, learn, and that is literally the main reason to why these 12 weeks I've done them, is because I knew I was going I was going to change my life within these 12 weeks, and I have. Just the condition that I've got myself in mentally, that I've just been in my own world for the last, so far, it's like 10 and a half weeks, and I've loved it. Okay, I've spoken to so many amazing people, I've created so many great, amazing relationships. Tom Bonnet being one of them, and a load of other people that just bring value to your life. And it's been a hard couple of weeks because, again, like, you know, trying to do all the business stuff whilst working out and trying to manage everything. And I'm not complaining at all because I love it, but you know, you have days where they're good and then days where like they're bad. And I love my job so much, and I think the reason why I'm stressing out so much is because I want to keep giving my clients the best service. And sometimes, like, I speak to them and like, everything you're doing is amazing, thank you so much. But you know, when you just feel like you can keep doing better. I'm just learning how to build a business, to be honest with you. And some people are naturally gifted with that and are better than others. And some people, you know, it takes a while to learn, and that's gonna be me. But after this week, I definitely won't be doing the 7 videos all the time, but this week, well, the last 2 weeks basically have just been to show myself, Scott, no excuses. You can do a video, 3 videos a week, minimum, right? Minimum you can do 3. And they're gonna be good, high quality, and it is just getting me to plan ahead, okay? I've always found that hard. And if you're running a business, you need to be planning ahead all the time, okay? And I do these things to train myself, to condition myself, to better myself. And I love it, okay? I absolutely love it. And I'm 20 years old, so you think I'm putting myself through all this right now, where I'm gonna be in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, okay? I don't need to worry about so much of the money and everything, because I know it's gonna come in time. And it is the patience, it's the long game, which is what I'm going to play. And I'm gonna get better at it. I hope what I've been saying makes sense. It does make sense in my head. I hope it's come out okay. But it's life, right? Peaks, valleys, good days, bad days. And I just want to prove to you guys you can be in, doesn't matter what situation you're in. Everyone has worse situations than, in bad situations, sorry, people are in worse situations than others, but you can always get there. It may take you longer, but you will get there. And I know I will, and I just got to figure out ways to get there. I'm one of those people, I just know I'm going to be that person that it takes me longer to get to somewhere than somebody else. And I'm okay with that because I don't mind, because I know how I work. And it's trying to figure out ways to make that a little bit, not even faster, to be honest with you, because you shouldn't, it's going to take time, but it's just finding ways to be able to like do the little things. So for example, when I'm like editing a video, is to be able to find quicker ways to make that better, to cut, paste, color grade, things like that, and already having presets set, so then the editing doesn't take me a long time, so that I can get that video done and I can move on to another video and get other things done and then sort things out for the day. But yeah, that's just what's been on my mind recently. It's just a little bit of an update. I weighed in today at 161 pounds, which is a little bit frustrating, but I ate very late last night because I had a very busy day. But I'm trying to get down to 155 pounds, which I think was probably a little bit too much to ask of myself, because I'm in a position where I'm happy with the way I look. I've got into a really good condition and I'm happy to maintain that throughout summer. I just think if I was going to like 155, I can feel myself getting cranky already. I can feel myself getting stressed out easier because I'm sort of depriving myself of eating the food. And I've got to keep telling myself, Scott, you're not stepping on a stage, you're not doing anything like that, so enjoy yourself, still have some fun. So I don't want this video lasting too long, but I just want to have a bit of a talk with you, and some of this is, I hope, helps you guys and you take something away from it. And it's just me at the end of the day. I want to keep it raw and I want to speak to you guys, okay? So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.